cookies.
Whoa.
It's incredible.
How did they get in here?
It's their job to get in here.
Oh, okay.
We're being watched by cameras, various and numerous
everywhere.
ones. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your cards. Remember, keep your cards and letters.
I know people that have been doing that. They got in a lot of trouble.
What?
Using cameras to watch people with.
Oh, okay. First thing I got, maybe we ought to tell what we're doing. We're doing cookies, in case you couldn't figure that out. Johnson's sort of wandering aimlessly in the background.
Well, I'll tell you, I've just had a horrible thing
He's
happen.
only had 20 minutes to get ready for this thing.
I've been standing around waiting to get ready, and what's happened, I forgot one of the ingredients, so we're going to have to punt right here on TV.
Well,
but we can do it.
I'm sorry. Try them, you'll like them. Chocolate icebox cookies sent in by Samuel Nielsen of Miraloma, California. Samuel Nielsen also operates the Nielsen Television Company. Now, just joking. I don't know what he does.
And Vera Kaser of somewhere in Nebraska.
Somewhere in Nebraska.
Let's see. Omaha. Well, I'm sure it's hard to remember. Omaha, Nebraska has sent in these recipes for orange no-bake cookies. And let me tell you something, it's going to take a while because I've got to grind up all of these vanilla wafers.
We're also going to have a very rare appearance by the very lovely and somewhat voluptuous Doris Ford
Yes,
today.
she'll be here today.
She'll be here. First thing I have to do is take a big old stick of butter and put it on the stove and melt it with 6 ounces, which is 1/2 a bag of these morsels. Sweet morsels. Sweet morsels. This is semi-sweet.
Keep your sweet morsels to yourself.
What I like. I'll wait till the butter gets to melt in just a little bit, and I'll put them in there. I need probably, I like to use a wooden spoon for this operation. Hint, hint. There she goes to get the wooden spoon. You can hear little footsteps in the background going to get the wooden spoon. But anyway, these look like interesting cookies. Doris says she tried them. They're real good. Is that what we're eating around here today? Doris brought a pile of cookies. I guess those are the ones she brought for the show. I thought those were for us, and I dumped half of them in my bag. Did you notice that? I did. Okay. Well, Papa's got a brand new bag. So anyway, she always comes prepared. So now take these and dump them in there, a whole half of one of those, 6 ounces in all. And put those in there, too, and melt them slowly, because you don't want to burn them. And then in a couple of minutes, we'll come back, and I'll show you the second of 3 different installations of these cookies. Johnson?
Installation? Oh, well, all right. Well, I'm just going to...
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Well, you got to ground up your wafers.
How's come you have chosen every recipe this year that requires 20 minutes of grinding?
Well, you know, it's the old grind. Same old grind. And you got to have a whole box of vanilla wafers. And I checked, and vanilla wafers currently come in 12-ounce boxes regardless of the manufacturer. They're all made in some place in Memphis, Tennessee. Doesn't make any difference whose brand it is. It's made in some low bakery in Memphis.
That's what they do. Down in Mr. Handy's neck of the woods. Beale Street.
Right.
I love Memphis. Memphis, as we like to call it. Memphis. That's the way all of us say Memphis.
Now, after you've got your cookies ground up into crumbs,
you got your hojo working.
You drop a whole big old stick of butter down in there.
Excuse me, it's your mojo, not your hojo. That's a major hotel.
And you're going to work that in with the...
Woo, those cookies is looking beautiful I got in the oven. They smell good, too.
Uh-oh, here's a wafer. It fell over in the hole, but die, you worthless wafer. Boing.
I need a small mixing bowl. Oh, I was just talking to Miss Doris over here. I didn't know I was on. Nice of you to come by. Well, this stuff is all melted right now, so it's ready. We're going to turn that off. And now we're getting ready to do some other stuff, but we're so entranced with Mr. Johnson grinding up his vanilla wafers that I wouldn't miss another hour of it.
Now, this is where I've messed up today. Yes, okay. I have made a big, fat mistake. What I did was you're supposed to put in a can of frozen orange juice concentrate, which I left at home in my freezer. But anyway, I also determined that it's got to be one of those little bitty cans, you know, the kind that only makes enough for you and your honey. So just a little can of orange juice concentrate, because Vera didn't
Well,
put
maybe
in...
your honey is at home. Well, good heavens, I believe that thing had a leak in it.
So I have put in another stick of margarine to compensate for the orange juice is supposed to be in here, which isn't.
Leaky stick of butter. Maybe your honey's at home drinking yours up.
I don't think so. I ain't got no honey.
Or body, if you want to do that one too.
Get it up.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Well, it's going to take a while.
Oh, you want me to go on?
Yeah, go on. Doris, I need a wooden spoon.
What a mess. What a mess. I got to be careful because I'm timing some cookies that I just thawed in the oven a few minutes ago. I believe they're about ready. I need to get them out.
We got that fine range.
I forgot to set the timer because they were putting my microphone on, and as you know, that's right smart of a big deal with Mel down here at TV station.
Yes.
That's a production second only to Gone with the Wind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, I don't need that at all.
Little Melvin Messer.
Little Melvin Messer. 2/3 cup of sugar. Now here's what we're gonna mix together till Fluffy. You remember Fluffy, good dog. Fluffy was a great dog, but we accidentally, well, never mind. 2/3 cup of sugar. I don't want to get the animal rights people. I have my cats. I love my cats. Don't want to hear no guff from nobody. All right, an egg. Brown ones are better. People will believe anything, won't they? No difference, ladies and gentlemen, between a brown egg and any other egg. Don't let anybody tell you that. And 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla.
Now, of
What?
course, if they've been poached, they're different from hard boiled.
Huh? Well, it's a little thing from the egg. Sometimes eggs have
Oh,
just a
no,
little...
your egg's got a thing in it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh!
Lord, that's an eyeball.
Well, we have managed, ladies and gentlemen, to gag people on cookies down here at the Cookin'
Now,
Chief.
I'm
Add a little bit of vanilla. Well, let's just let me
All
do
right,
that. Then
all
you
right.
mix that to a Fluffy, and that's it. Go ahead, Doug.
Now you got to put these chopped nuts in here. So I've got a cup of chopped peanuts.
Oh, dear.
What do you mean? Did you forget to turn it on?
No.
You did, didn't
No,
you?
no.
Oh, they're real
Not
lovely.
that at all. They're just lovely. They're beautiful, but I think I
take 'em
turned
out
off
yet.
something else while I was at it. Quack, quack, quack. Well, Johnson's on. Johnson, are you... Johnson,
What?
entertain the people, they say.
Well, I'm trying to. I got to punch this stuff down in here because it isn't binding up right.
Have a terrible time. Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to mix this mixture until Fluffy. So here
Till
we
Fluffy
go.
what?
That's the sugar and egg and Miller.
Well, holy moly, Grandma.
And then I'll do the rest of it, which is the dry part here in a couple of minutes. See, that's
There
what-
it goes. Come on.
Could we possibly turn on some other motors here? That would be nice. I hope you are getting this in stereo at home, because
There it goes.
you'll get a mixer and
Oh,
each speaker.
the big wad is turning. Look at it
Oh,
there.
let's watch the big wad turn.
There it goes.
Well, boy, that's pretty. Look at that startling close-up, Johnson. You got to look at that. That looks like some kind of a nature program.
You'll probably see a beaver come out from the other side of it.
Yeah, beaver. Okay. Now, look at this. You see this? This is nice and fluffy. That's down to the fluffy stage. Very lovely. Oh, very lovely. There you go. We're going to mix that with some other stuff in a minute. Back to Johnson.
All right, and now I have to add 2 cups of powdered sugar.
Do you reckon there's anything else you can throw in there?
Yeah. Grandma's tea.
Ah! Just put my finger on a hot thing.
Oh, no, did you put your finger out?
I forgot this thing had just come out of the oven. I stuck my fingers.
You'd never made a cookie before.
Put my fingers right down on that thing.
Well, look at this.
I don't have any. See,
swear.
now if the FBI comes
If
after
I
me,
can
I'm
get the
safe
top
because
off
I
of
don't
this-
have any
Oh,
finger
no.
bobs no more.
Oh, look at this.
These are the cookies when they come out.
This looks like
backwards.
our house last week.
What is it?
All this,
Oh, Johnson, that's a mess. What in the world's wrong with you?
I don't know.
He has lost his good senses.
Nothing will help it. I'm sorry, ma'am, we've lost the patient.
Johnson, it's terrible. That's probably the worst thing I ever seen. What do you need now?
Well, anyway,
You need
no, fooey with it.
Of
No,
course
no, I
you
don't
do.
want it.
Well, we're just trying
Well,
to
no,
help.
I know, but just wait a minute. Just
Oh,
give me.
there's no help for the ignorant, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway,
There's just some things you can't do for
let me
ignorant
get this
people.
thing over here. Oh Lord, and it's a terrible mess here. Look at this.
Can I?
I don't care. Go right ahead.
Would I?
Would I? Would I?
Big nose, big nose. Okay, here we go. Now we got to do the dry part. 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour goes in here. Maybe I better slow down a little. Johnson, you're not finished, are you?
No, no, I'm only
Oh.
halfway there.
Oh, thank you. 3/4 cup of that, and because this is going to take me a little bit, add 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. That was a tablespoon, but I only used 3/4 of a teaspoon because I'm very well adjusted. Mix all that and refrigerate up. So anyway,
You're well adjusted. Yeah.
whatever that. Now,
I'm the king of France.
now the
Can I
next
have
thing,
a plate, Doris?
next thing you do, would your upper go out again?
No, no, no.
Okay, now that
Never
goes.
came back from
That
the
goes
last
in
time.
there. All right, that goes in there like this. And also this other mixture, which you did the fluffy mixture, made out of old fluffy. That goes in there also. And then we start mixing it around. And we hope it comes out the right consistency. And if it doesn't, we're going to have to add a little bit more stuff to make it firmer.
Well, this is what mine is supposed to look like after it's been thoroughly creamed and, you know, worked on. That's it. There it is.
Well, that's a far cry from what we saw a while ago.
Well, it just takes a while to get to it. I'm sorry. If any of you manufacturers or food processors are out there and want to send us one with a big bowl, we'd be glad to thank you publicly for it. You know, to get the picture. Big bowl. All right. Anyway, this stuff is real. You have to put it after you've gotten it thoroughly done with your orange juice and everything. You put it in the Frigidaire overnight and until it gets real good and cold. And then you make a little ball out of it and you roll it over here in the coconut.
Roll another one.
For
Just like the other one.
There
Good
you go.
cooking song. I always. And I sure could use a cookie. Okay. The subculture will pick up on that probably. A little bit of wax paper. Gonna put that down here in a minute. You can tell what kind of a crew we got when they can sing along with songs like that. Woodstock days. Okay. So put that down and put that
Be
down.
careful, you might hurt yourself that knife.
No, I don't intend
Are you
to.
through with it?
What?
The
With the
knife.
knife? You need it?
No, I thought maybe you might want to put it over there because, you know, you're having one of those days
I don't
when you
believe.
might
No,
put
no,
that
no.
knife.
I don't believe I'm having one of those days. I've had a great day, Mr. Johnson. I believe maybe you're having one of those days. But anyway, what are you doing now?
I'm rolling my cookies into coconut.
Rolling in my sweet,
Sweet
baby's
baby's
coconut. Anyway,
Don't want to work on
who was
the
that did that
railroad.
review not too long ago? Somebody sent us a letter and said, thank heavens they don't sing. We've made an effort to do several special numbers ever since then. How many does that make?
A lot. I don't know.
I'm just trying to help him out a little bit here. Looks like he needs
It makes a world of them. You
All
can
right.
roll these things all night long.
All you're going to do is play. Here's what this looks like, this wad of stuff. I don't like the consistency of this as good as I did when I just put the whole ones in. You can do it with whole chocolates. You're going to notice there's a little difference between that and that. And the reason is, I didn't know that you were supposed to melt chocolate chips first, because my recipe didn't say that. But you are. But you can do it either way, but it's a little bit easier to handle initially that way, but it's much more difficult when it comes out of the refrigerator if you haven't done it this way, because it's almost impossible to cut them with the whole semi-sweet bits in there. Now you take them and just sort of roll them like so. Isn't that pretty? I think I got it off to the end one a little bit far. And put that in the refrigerator and cool it real good. Pretend like I did that, I'm taking those home. Now, next thing you do when they come out, they real hard like that. It's true, they are. Well, they're supposed to be. Oh, I did need that knife, Johnson. I swear I could. Sometimes you just irritate me. And on top of it all,
he doesn't know what he's doing.
I do know what I'm doing.
Wait a minute.
If I didn't know what I was doing, this wouldn't be as pretty as it is. What?
We've got it. We forgot. We got to look and see who's outside the window.
There ain't nobody in the window today.
Oh, yes, there is.
Who is it?
Championship world wrestler Ric Flair.
Oh,
is
you're
outside the
kidding
window.
me. Is that true?
Yeah,
oh,
there
my
is.
heavens, it is true. They're having a fight out there. It's terrible.
Right, with Dusty Rhodes.
All right, now
Oh,
watch
it's terrible.
this.
All right,
now watch
what?
this. Ungreased, ungreased cookie sheet. And see, this stuff sets up real firm, but here's the problem you get into when you don't melt these first.
Wait a minute, I think that's not Ric Flair. That's one of our former secretaries.
Well, they are right rough looking sometimes. Ungreased, about that big, about that thick. So we give you a cookie about like that when it comes out. All right? Real nice, but as you can see, it's a little messy if you don't melt those things first, because you got to cut them in half. But I like them this way.
Oh, I'm so glad you do.
You know, Judson, sometimes you're such a pill. This is one of those days.
Oh.
Now, don't get me wrong, he's a good friend. We still speak after 13 years, just barely. But some days he is a real pill. 7 minutes.
Are the Cook sisters here?
Now, wait a minute. Make it $3.75 for 7 to 8 minutes. Oh, yeah, we do have the Cook sisters.
Are they here
coming
today?
by. We do have them.
Oh,
Yes,
they are.
indeed.
Well, good. Let's bring those old
You
broads
know,
in
we
here.
love the old Cook sisters. They're wonderful. We went to the home with our cameras not so long ago and captured them on the magic of videotape. And here they are,
Oh,
the dispenser
no.
there, whatever.
Hey, Tootsie. Huh? You can take off about 200 calories off that massive meal you eat every day if you just row the boat for 30 minutes. So get out your paddle. Everybody in town wants you to paddle your own canoe anyway. I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay right here. And you'd look good in an oarlock. I'm Sister Cook. And I'm Tootsie Cook, and we're the Cook Sisters.
Put those in the oven at 375 for 7 to 10 minutes. They don't get real brown. They tell you that. They don't get real brown. And when they come out, they look like Doris Ford.
Oh.
Hi, Doris. How you doing?
Hi.
What do
I had to make...
You a lot of paperwork here?
I can't remember. I made these a week ago, and I didn't take the time.
A week ago.
A week
and I
ago.
put them in the freezer, because I didn't take the time to do them again. They're wheatless cookies. This is fine for people.
Worthless cookies, they certainly are.
Wheatless is about what I thought of them, too.
No, I said worthless. They're right dry.
Yes.
They're good, but
Eat
they're
a
right
couple
dry.
of them, and you'll worry. Anyhow.
Are you trying to tell us that we're going to be regular for the next day or two?
But they're good for people who can't stand flour. You know, that have an allergy to flour. It's got peanut butter, raisins, a lot of oatmeal, butter, sugar.
An awful lot of oatmeal.
There's an awful lot of oatmeal. That's what I thought too. And I put a batch in, and I forgot to set the
You
timer.
haven't done something with your hair, have you?
No, but I will
Oh, okay.
next Friday. But anyway, I left them in too long, the last batch, and they were better.
Is that so, really? So you bake them a little long?
I felt like they were crunchier.
They're pretty good,
But
though.
they're not-
So, you know,
but-
you're right. They would be better crunchy.
But someone
Don't
that
you
can't,
think?
right? I thought they were.
Johnson's got him
Yeah.
caught in his.
They're very
And his
dry,
bridge work and,
very
you know,
dry.
yeah.
But like I say, if somebody can't stand flour, you know, as a
Oh, this
that
is
would be
wonderful.
good.
Hopefully it's sealed permanently.
Oh, those things are tight in your mouth.
It's very dry.
Okay, thank you very much, and here's your paperwork. Well, is that it, Johnson? You
Yeah,
need to do any more?
That's all.
Well, let's see if we have air mail. I believe it's time for some air
No,
mail.
I think it's
here
an
she
air
is.
female.
Miss Witch. Miss Witchy.
Let's see what she said. Dear boys,
She's a witchy woman.
we've been waiting all season for some really goofy recipes. You came close with the pigtails, but please, for us goofy lovers, let's have some really goofy recipes. And it's signed Mr. and Mrs. M. Mouse, Orlando, Florida.
I saw that one coming. I just knew it was
So
going to happen.
well, you know, every year on the last show of the current season, we like to do the truly bizarre recipes that have been sent in to us that we just didn't know what to do with all year.
And we got some strange ones this year.
We do. I'm
Got
going to
real
do
strange ones.
turkey balls.
Well,
And Larry is doing cottage cheese patties.
Cottage cheese patties?
And Doris is doing the wildest squash fritter you've ever heard of.
what's it called? The wildest squash fritter you ever heard of, it's called. She's doing squash fritters.
Mm-hmm. So we got squash fritters, turkey balls, and cottage cheese patties.
It sounds like a meal you won't want to miss. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
yeah, this
Oh,
week's
it would be
recipe. Oh, my
nice if we
goodness
looked at
gracious.
this week's. The orange no-bake cookies sent in by Vera Kaser of Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's
One
yours.
box of vanilla wafers crushed, 1 cube of soft margarine you stone fool, 2 cups powdered sugar, 1 can, that's a little bitty can of orange juice concentrate, and a cup of crushed nuts and coconut to roll them in. Hit it.
You know,
Here's yours.
Some days you're just so bad. Try today, you'll like them. That isn't what it says. Try them, you'll like them. Chocolate icebox cookies sent in by Samuel Nielsen, Mira Loma, California. 2/3 cup of sugar, an egg, 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 6 ounces of chocolate chips, that's a half a bag, half a cup of butter, 1 3/4 cups all-purpose flour, and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Makes a lot. Serves plenty. The wheatless chewy cookies sent in by Lucy Hanks of Radford, Virginia, which the lovely Doris did. A stick of margarine softened, a cup of brown sugar, a cup of granulated sugar, 3 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 cups of peanut butter, 4 1/2 cups of quick cooking oatmeal, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and a cup of golden raisins. Oh, here we are in the lovely Cookin' Cheap dining room. Well, I'm going to try one of my cookies because I think they look good. I love these cookies.
Now, I want you to try one of these lovely
These are great.
orange no-bake balls. Try it. You'll like it.
Well,
Isn't it good?
they are just delicious. They really are.
And
What do you
got-
have you tried my cookies?
No, I'm going.
Try my cookies.
Got to choke the one I made down.
What do you think?
It's not bad for a cookie. They would
are
have been
good.
better with the chocolate melted into it.
He is so mean. It just,
But these orange ones have got a real nice orange flavor to it if you remember to put the orange in it.
well, that's our cookie show, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
No. Y'all come on back, you hear?